Alright, cut.
Take
Alright,
two.
Sakana, Yagona, Bakatrongo. Bless. Abby, you go first.
Thank you. Three claps.
No one actually has to clap except the server.
Oh,
Okay, there we
that
go.
would have been lovely to be delayed.
How was that?
Really good. It's actually good. I actually like the taste of it. It's just a bit grainy. Literally.
Do you mind turning off
You'll
my
be
light?
fine.
And putting it somewhere? Thank you.
I don't
Yeah.
Chase already?
Oh, first time in
Bro.
Fiji.
Because I know how bad it's gonna sound.
It was.
Have fun, Henry.
It's not a problem. Cool.
Shot it.
Shot
Yeah.
it.
Go.
As in you can do it in multiple
Do it.
sips, but like,
No,
just don't
just
take
shut
it
it.
out of the
My recommendation. There you go. Add a go.
Yes! How was that? The lollipop. It's banana, thank you.
Yeah. Or you can say knock off, like, thanks.
Knock off. This is the Aussie version of thank you. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm spraying it running how I do that.
Damn.
Good experience.
Ooh, hello.
It's quite nice.
Not too much.
I'm wearing
The tiny one. The itty bitty.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Milo. Cute.
On we are.
Yay. Alright, big or small?
Oh,
Big
roll.
set.
Yeah.
It's called a tsunami, the big ones.
It is actually.
Is it called a tsunami? Yeah, when the bowl's full.
Tsunami
Yeah.
Georgie?
We like the authentic experience.
Wait for your tongue to
Because
turn
it's
up.
just not authentic.
It will.
Knock off.
Happy Halloween.
That's a good one. Hey. What size would you like? Big.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Very earthy.
Very earthy.
Is anyone's mouth numb?
Yes.
No. Okay.
Not yet.
So
Just the
lost
tongue.
Very little.
Knock up.
Bula.
Hmm? How's that? Yummy?
Rough.
Mmm.
Is that
Starting to come.
Yeah.
Interesting.
No, it's a
Is that for you?
good message.
What was it?
So where do you get this?
What? You can get it from Coles.
Coles.
Really?
Or
It's,
I think
it's
the
quite
grocery-
expensive.
I don't think the Coles one is all authentic.
Yeah.
Yeah, half of this is Latia's personal stuff.
Well, everyone.
Come on, girl, you did that for 3 months.
That was a strong batch. They don't, yeah.
You can say otherwise.
What? Weak? No. Do you remember it tasting like that in Fiji? This is
It's-
a Vanuatu brew.
It is
This is-
strong.
That is very
Yeah, it is strong,
Nevan.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would consider this a rather weak
Yeah,
strand.
I'm sending the video to Latia.
Oh god.
Okay.
Alright.
More?
No.
No.
Yes.
Let's-
Yeah.
You can
Yes,
have more,
yeah.
please.
I
will have more. We've got to finish the bowl.
We also have to yap.
What are the effects of it? I actually don't even
You'll
know.
see.
You'll just, yeah.
I
It affects everyone differently. So
don't think it does a
Kind of
lot.
like alcohol.
if you have another one, then you'll.
They
really
consider it on the same level as
Without-
alcohol over there.
Yeah, they do.
The sedation of alcohol, but not the disorientation of alcohol.
Yeah.
The what, sorry?
sedation, like the relaxing effect, but you're not gonna.
So I'll be fine, right?
Yeah.
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 Alright.
Yeah,
It doesn't
it's not
come off.
alcoholic.
Come
I
up.
already looked at the NSW police thing.
We're all fine, guys.
I'll have another one then.
We're responsible.
So, what was it that the policy said about Western Sydney?
What's that? No, I was looking at the NSW police.
New South Wales
So if we
police.
drive with this in our
About
system, we
narcotic
won't get
testing.
okay.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
alcohol.
It's classed as a food.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Well, it comes from a
Yeah.
root.
Drink it, that's the root. Good night.
Good night. Okay, we actually do have to yap, guys.
Yes.
Because that's the point of this.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, keep going.
Okay,
If you want, you can finish that and then, yeah, if you want.
I think this is going to take us a while we yap to
I
finish
actually
that.
think that one's knocked me in the head a little bit, not gonna lie.
Okay, then maybe you should be chatting
Yeah, I
right
think
now.
we'll be chatting
We'll do
about
both. We'll do
Um,
both. Haley?
You got it. You got it.
The peer pressure is on.
Yeah,
Can I start it off then?
Yeah,
Yeah,
please,
go
please,
for it.
John.
Sure. So, speaking of valuable lessons, as we can see, you're now doing the carver ceremony. So, what are some other valuable lessons that you have experienced in Fiji?
Great question, John. Let me think. I would say the importance of communal decision making. As we've been saying this in the past few days, it's not a society that is where choices are made on an individual basis. It's everyone together, everyone makes an input, and that's something I think is really important and that we can learn from. And that I'll definitely be trying to incorporate into my practice. What about you, Abby?
Valuable lessons learned.
Yeah.
I think, just that, kind of what Fizz said, that just everything's in a collective. It's, there's so many factors to things being made. There's a big family orientation with everything that they do. So I think that's something that Australia could use.
Yeah.
And social work in particular.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think everyone here can and has touched on the fact that it's collective rather than individualistic in India as well. So definitely similarity there.
Yeah.
And what about yourself, Ruby?
I think I learned a lot about just like stepping back and being observant whilst on placement. So just kind of, understanding my positionality as someone from a different culture coming into their culture. So being able to step back and just observe and be patient and learn from observation was a really good lesson. Yeah.
And we see Fizz is doing the carver. Did anyone learn any Indian practices whilst over in India? As a valuable lesson.
Eating with your hands.
Eating with your hands. Yeah.
No.
As in Fiji as well.
Yeah.
No? John?
Sure.
I think specifically as well, the hand eating was the right hand.
Happy Friday.
Yeah. So what was that about?
Can I say it again?
We actually never asked. Did anybody else ask?
It's
Eating with the right hand.
Yeah.
cleanliness and what
Cleanliness.
way you maybe clean yourself in certain
Right.
areas. So it's very similar to the Islamic thing too. You don't use the hand that you wipe your butt with to eat your food with.
Yes.
Kind of, yeah.
Do you want to state what you said again? Because we're all talking. So.
The significance of only eating with the right hand. Yeah. I think we also got to experience Onam, which was a festival in India, which I think learning the practices of that was really cool. So we all got to wear saris and this is a lot. Saris, and you wore a
Munde.
munde.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was really cool. And then during Onam is the practice, it's a Hindu celebration, and it's based off this story that a king was giving out free land to the poor people, and this deity didn't like that, so they sent him to hell because of that. And so once a year, this king, his last request before he died was that he could come back to Earth and see Earth for a week. During the spring, especially because it's springtime and harvest, so they celebrate Onam for a week. And we ate off banana leaves, and it was all vegetarian, and it was very, very cool, very cool. I'm really dreading this.
You got it. You got it. You're basically Fiji now.
Wasn't I Fijian after the first one? I don't have to repeat this.
No, full video.
What did you learn in terms of the social work practices and the living situation of the people in the communities?
Like, what did we observe with how they live?
Yeah, even just comparing it to here, and what did you learn about it?
I mean, I was able to see some of the needs that they have, especially in the informal settlements. I actually got to make a needs assessment, which the assessment team will then use when going into the communities to evaluate what needs to be done. So that needs assessment touches on areas such as like safety, crime, sanitation, and also like a big focus on natural disasters as well. They're about to head into wet season now, so that is a big consideration. Everyone's bracing themselves for that. I can just see like education is a big thing that is needed, especially around sanitation.
Yeah.
Especially like the project I was on that was addressing kids, especially with gastro. I think a lot of problems would be fixed if that is firstly addressed. Health is wealth. What do you say, Abby?
I think I also worked a lot in, I did a home assessment in the informal settlements, and so I think I found like they're just so grateful for everything that they do have, and I think that's such a big difference because in Australia a lot of the time it's working towards the next best thing because we are so privileged and grateful for what we have, but for them, like, yeah, they just bring grateful to a whole nother level, which is really cool to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Any Indian students?
In terms of values, I guess from a personal perspective, there was so many valuable lessons even before leaving, questioning what my values are, and then going into their territory and kind of see what the comparison is from their values to ours. I think adapting to their culture, adaptability, respect, accountability. Do not ask me to break that down. And then just entering into that space and not implementing our westernized way of what we value here and then putting it on them, but watching and observing in such a way that you're able to take it on board and then go and kind of like break it down in supervision and talk more about it and stuff like that. So for me, the valuable lesson is like endless from the day we left to the day we came back.
Sorry, I'm really kind of lucky.
Strong batch for anyone at home.
Yeah.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I think with the valuable lessons, you usually like associate that with like professional, but I think everyone probably learn a few things about themselves as well
Absolutely.
along the trips. So yeah, definitely something that you can reflect on.
Yeah. Shall we do preconceived notions?
Do you want to introduce this topic?
Yeah, I'll do this one. So I think I'll speak for myself, and I think we've spoken about this as a group as well, but we all kind of went into these placements not really knowing what to expect. I think we had our own preconceived notions that might have challenged us. So I guess if anybody wants to speak about that, maybe Hayley, is there any preconceived notions before you went to India?
I did not think they would be very big on mental health at all. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just my idea, just from things that I've heard and seen. But obviously in Kerala, they are very up and coming. They are very, moving towards the right way.
What about Fiji, guys? What was your preconceived?
I think the safety, like I've always grown up hearing ideas about Suva just being a place that you shouldn't go, but then seeing it for ourselves, I mean, not to say that they, like, you have to be aware and take caution, but it wasn't anywhere near as bad as what at least I thought it would be. A few little things, a bit of riffraff happened, but
Same riffraff can happen here.
exactly.
Yeah. I think we had the same actually.
Yeah, same.
Especially in like Kerala, I think when we went to Delhi, that was a different world.
That-
But like Kerala itself as a state, I think was safer than I thought.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could go out by yourself and not worry. As going there and that we'll don't go out by yourself. Make sure you go in pairs, blah blah blah, and all this kind of stuff. And then we're there establishing ourselves, and then we were able to because it wasn't as
Because you feel safe.
yeah, you felt safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, sure, stuff happens, but you know, I didn't see anything happening to anyone else or while I was there and that, and we felt welcome. So,
I think like another one as well is like the confidentiality in Fiji. It's here, like especially with like health records and things like that, it's very like personal, and it's just you and the doctor, and no one has the right to know unless you want it to be shared. But in Fiji, it's quite different, and so you all do your little health checks, and they sit you down as a group, and they tell you your results as a group.
oh well.
Yeah, and so I was with someone. Yeah, I was with someone when they got their health record, and this lovely lady was just like going ham on this guy about his health in front of everybody, and so it was pretty funny to see. Like, but it was a very big eye opener. Like, it's something I'd never even considered beforehand. Like, I just assumed that the way that they dealt with health records and things like that would be the same as us, and I found that a lot in my placement as well. We asked a lot of very personal questions in the intake assessment forms, but then it was just kind of common knowledge that everyone kind of knew. Yeah. Well,
Which was, I think, the same thing with the mental health hospital. Like everything that was being shared, even with the professional and the patient, if people walked in, they would know all about it. So
Yeah.
it wasn't, the confidentiality thing was a big
Yeah.
versus we're like, no, don't. And even with at the women's shelter, when we had them do a journal diary where we asked them to just write anything down about their families or where they've come from. And so one of the girls came up to us and was trying to show it to us, but there were other girls around us. So then I was like, oh, wait, and like I just said, oh, can you please go sit down? She's just trying to show us something. And then, so something like as simple as that. They're just like, well, why do I need to sit down?
Yeah, it's
But,
like
just,
collective. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Sort of links with like how you were saying the theory was quite similar, but then the practices didn't really reflect the theory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
I think
Quite
that was
interesting.
actually one of a valuable lesson for me as well. Like theory and
Practice. Yeah.
practice go hand in hand.
Yeah.
yeah,
One should not be up here and the other. It's like goes hand in hand and just
Yeah.
Actually, that's funny because remember in the pre-workshop when we did that thing where you have to stand where you agree, and I'm pretty sure we had that question about theory and practice, and we're
Everyone's
all
like,
everywhere.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, everybody's all over the place, so it's nice to. It's a full circle moment now.
my preconceived notion was that I actually went into India, as I spoke about already, believing it would be high rate of poverty within the region that we're in, and it was actually much more developed. So that was quite interesting, I'd say. But again, that's with just influence of media, you know, scrolling Instagram reels, or whether it's movies like Slumdog Millionaire, shapes your idea of what to expect.
Yeah.
And maybe it kind of helped us if you had the similar view before we went there. So maybe over prepared in what to expect, and that's not a bad thing, I
We
suppose.
expected the worst.
Yeah.
But actually just come out with actually wasn't as bad as I thought. Delhi was as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it was, you know, we're only there for 3 days, so that was okay.
Yeah.
Would have been different if the whole experience was there.
Yeah.
Who wants to lead the conversation on ethical dilemmas?
Ethical dilemmas. Who had an ethical dilemma and how did you overcome it or deal with it whilst in India or Fiji?
Ethical dilemmas were everywhere,
Yeah.
all over the place. Whenever, especially my experience in the hospital, mine and Ruby's experience in the hospital, we had many times where we were like, that's actually not okay. But then obviously we had to be mindful of it's a different culture. Maybe that's just how they do it here. Maybe that's acceptable here. But yeah, it was just like pushing through that and talking about it with our supervisors to gain a full understanding on the background behind that.
I agree. I think we were like faced with a lot of different ethical issues and challenges. But I think it just came down to the fact that there wasn't much we could do about it, really. Like even, I think it was in our first week, like second day, we were talking with one of the nuns who was a practitioner, and we could hear a patient crying like somewhere in the hospital. And one of, I think is it the head nurse? He turned around the corner and was like fake crying and laughing at the person who was crying.
Mocking the patient.
And that was, mocking their crying. And that was like in the second day. So Hayley and I were like, right, here we are for another 3 months. And I think that was even from the very beginning, we were just like, okay, we just really need to just... I looked at Hayley, I remember like looking at you and going, oh God. But I think it was just acknowledgement that we both experienced it, we'll talk about it later, and there's nothing we can do about it, really. Yeah.
For myself, ethical dilemma was also a cultural thing, which was within India, and that's touching. So touching is obviously a big part of culture.
They're very affectionate.
Very affectionate. So within a residential care home, where there's young people, and just seeing touching with like staff essentially, but over here would be viewed as inappropriate and just not acceptable.
Yeah.
But over there, it's just something that I had to see and not try and get weirded out by, I guess, or like red flag it.
Just to put some context on that, can you just elaborate?
Yeah, so touching. So what I mean by that, for instance, holding hands, rubbing their heads, just playing with their arms, like just
laying on their lap.
Yeah.
It's very friendly touch.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of it, and you see it. Yeah, you see it in the people walking down the street.
Yeah, so you even see it within the community, not just the boys' home, but you would see 2 males walking, and they will be linked arms,
holding hands.
Yeah, so
just skipping down the street.
Yeah.
Like both genders to each other as well.
Yeah, completely,
Yeah.
just regular.
Yeah.
Regularity there.
Literally hanging off.
Yeah.
They're walking down the street.
Like if someone's on their phone or something, they'll be laying all over them, like as they're on their phone watching together. Like, it was almost giving that sense of, brother, like I don't know, like brother, sister, like I don't even know, like just family,
sibling.
like sibling.
Yeah.
Like,
So it was like a platonic type of thing.
But that was just something to get used to, especially in the context of professional.
Yeah.
Because if that happened here,
It's a big no-go.
it's a no-go for sure. So.
Yeah.
We didn't really see that in Fiji. Hey, well, I feel like it was no different to here with what I see as far as affection.
I think kind of otherwise, actually.
For like personal experiences, I'm not talking what I saw for other people, but like for your.
No,
what
just
you
like.
copped. I'm just gonna bring that up.
I think for just like I found in the workplace, they're also just more like family orientated. They treated each other like sibling, like
Oh yeah.
obviously
Yeah.
they know that they're staff and things like that, but between the facilitators and things like that, it was just very family orientated as well. But also just in terms of like my personal experience in Fiji, like for simple things, having photos with people, I feel like here I don't really think about it much. With like if I have a photo, I'll just like kind of connect arms and hug with people, but over there, like some people do that, but other times it's very, very formal as well in some places. Which was yeah, it was good. It was very good. Smart.
Actually, I kind of take back what I said, because within the workplace, I did just remember my boss would call me Bubba. That wouldn't happen here. But it was nice, like especially when you're away from your family for 3 months. Even though like I'm a 26-year-old woman, it is still nice to kind of have that like paternal affection when you're not with your mumsy. Yeah. It's going to be good match.
I think for the women's shelter, I think we had mentioned the lack of resources.
Yes.
And how that would be an ethical dilemma in terms of maybe the resources that we purchased for that time might not, what's the word, like resonate or not cause any trauma to, anything that we're getting in terms of resources and stuff. But then also because the place would not have resources, we wouldn't know how to cater to the women at the shelter. So that was an interesting observation for women's shelter. Limited resources.
They literally had books, but they were locked up.
We actually bought a book. Now that I remember, we actually bought a book thinking that the actual woman was Malayalam.
Yeah.
She was actually
She's
Hindu.
Hindu.
So even that wasn't
And then the staff member goes, "Oh, I'll take it."
Yeah, so she's like, "We'll take it." So even something like that.
Yeah,
that's like kind of, interesting.
Yeah.
I remember that one.
Yeah, and the staff member took her.
Yeah.
Leave it there for the kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's a kids.
Exactly.
But anyways, it is what it is.
Yeah, right. So is that ethical dilemmas covered for everyone, do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
So.
Yeah? Alright, well, we can move on to the emotional and psychological impact of doing an international placement. And I think everyone can touch on this one.
You definitely gotta be strong.
Yeah.
Gotta have that emotional strength.
Yeah.
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 I also think you have to have a good support system back home
Yes.
and try and
Yes.
establish one there as well.
Yeah.
Especially it's a big difference going to another country and doing that sort of thing as well. But it's also even bigger coming home to your normal life, where life has just continued kind of without you, and then you're just expected to just fit back in like nothing happened.
Yeah.
I think that's also like a big thing, at least what I'm experiencing
Yeah.
right now is like just trying to get back into the swing of things that I was in before, when I was in like absolute paradise. Yeah.
Does anyone have any moments where their emotional and psychological,
Collapsed.
yeah.
The collapse.
Put it shortly.
I think it was mainly for me. It was mainly on the night time, and that especially if something had happened during the day that was like wouldn't happen here, couldn't stop it, didn't know how to deal with it, and came home and just would break down if I couldn't get in touch with my family and that, and just have my cry and then move on the next day and go, this is India, and not every day was like that, but yeah, there were some days it was like, am I even making a difference here, so
Yeah.
but yeah.
I think I think I was pretty good for most of the time, but I think it was just towards the end, where Hayley and I are at the end of our placement at the hospital, where it just got to a point where it was just a bit too much. I think seeing the kids, the treatment of the children was really just very difficult. And then when we brought up our experiences to our supervisor, to that then be called a cultural difference made it difficult. So I think that was where it was difficult the most. And then I think coming home, I think you're right about the coming home part. It's just a bit weird getting back into home and settling in, and
I think the mental preparation before leaving was like everything. Before leaving, I was like, okay, Denise, 3 months, you're going. You can't be sad. You can be happy. There was just like a don't think about anyone. Like as in don't get into your head kind of thing. So that was like kind of my preparation going into it. When I was overseas, I think I spoke to my parents like 3 times. So it was like, and then I got messages a lot from a lot of people just checking in, and when I had time to respond, I would. But there were times where I just was like, I had to kind of separate myself
Yeah.
to home, so much so that I was like locked in, get it done. And so people would be like, I miss you, and I was like, that's great. And it was like, because I knew that if I said I miss you back, I would now then get into my emotion, like, oh, I really miss them. And so that was a really like thing that I had to prepare my like mentally. And I think my breakdown was when I saw kids getting treated, harshly, and then I'll come to my room, I'll cry actually. And I think my faith and just going in my room and actually praying was, for me personally, was what changed and shifted a lot of my my attitude or my perspective, or just the way I was able to move for the next day. It's okay, you've got this, you can do it. And I think also just being around each other. I felt that when you guys left the mental health, I was like, well, dang. This was really important to have, like, to bounce off each other. Like, so I'm sitting in my corner like,
the looks we would give each other when something happened would just be like, we'll talk about
I
this
couldn't look at
later.
anyone else like that. Like, so that was kind of for me.
I think we kind of had, I kind of had like that kind of moment as well. We had a supervision session, and Fizz was really taking one for the team and talking a lot during that session, and it was kind of just like a preparing to head back home, and we we're just kind of like talking about what our lives had looked like there. And she just turned to me and she's like, Abby, you've been rather quiet, like, what are you thinking about? And I just was like, I don't want to go home. It was just such a thing, because I think also just, like personally, like in a religious aspect, going to a country that's so largely the same religion as me, and doing stuff that, like, in any context, in any workplace, they'd start their morning with like a daily devotion and a song and prayer. But in Australia, in a lot of Christian aspects as well, like we're not allowed to talk about our religion in the workplace here as well. So I think it was so fruitful and so lovely for me, being like, oh my gosh, this is like a part of their daily ritual. Like this is the highlight of some of their days, and then having to come home and be like, oh, I'm actually not allowed to talk about this at work. I can't talk about this in my workplace. I can't talk to clients about it. Like, was another big adjustment factor, which was really cool while I was there. But then I'm like, oh, that's really sad to be home.
I know that you love Fiji and you want to move there, but now that you've said that makes so much sense as to why it was hard for you to leave.
I just love Fiji. But the religious aspect is
Yeah.
But that was never thought about it.
Touching on like the psychological impacts, for me personally, I'd say, like, similar to what you said over there, it was just like, okay, let's get it done. But since coming back, I'm so ready to just be done with placement and just, have a break and then get back into my regular life, because, doing an international placement isn't so regular. So
she did back to back.
yeah,
Dang.
that as well. So it's just a lot of work placement. Everyone here has done 1,000 hours now, so
Good work, team.
yeah, well done to everybody. But for me at least, and you can maybe relate, but it's now that I'm starting to feel it where I just need a little break.
Yeah.
Because it was it's been long.
Yes.
But well done.
Yeah.
To everyone.
Yes.
Good work.
Good stuff.
Otherwise,
Does anybody else want to add anything before we conclude?
What would be your wow, now my brain stopped. What would be like one thing that you tell a future international student, like international placement student, if they were thinking about it?
Should we go around the circle?
Question. Yeah. Gian, you start.
I don't know my answer, but
I'll pass and I'll be last.
We've already carried up. Anyone else who wants to go first?
Yeah, does anyone
Here we go.
want to
Christine.
go first?
Lower your expectations, or have no expectations. Be open to what you're about to experience and witness, and know that you can get through it.
it's a good one. Go
Ditto.
go next.
Yeah,
You
sure.
got it.
I think international placement is a really good opportunity to, spend some time away from what you're used to and to learn about yourself.
Yeah, agree.
So, not only do you grow professionally in terms of, the different exposure that you have, however, when you're in those times where you're alone or there's not much going on, you don't have your friends around you, you don't have normal life, you can really learn about yourself. That's a highlight for me, I'd say.
Yeah.
It definitely is a rewarding experience, as you said, both professionally and personally. And just go in with no expectations and be open to growth.
And travel as much as you can.
Yeah, I think I'd be
Yeah.
like bouncing off of that. 3 months sounds like a long time,
It's
but we
not.
got to the halfway mark, and suddenly I was like, actually, there is so much stuff I want to do, and I only have 6 weekends left to do it. So start on the floor running and run for 3 months and just get it done and get everything you want to do done, and then rest after.
Sleep on your
Sleep.
desk.
Yeah, sleep
Exactly.
when you
Sleep when you
like
do.
honestly, there was so much. I don't think we missed out on things, but there was a couple of weekends where it was like away, back home, away. Like we were pumping out weekends away just to get stuff done. So I think spread it out.
Also, not to think about the not so great times as well.
Yeah, exactly. The weekends away really made the trip
Yeah.
something to look forward to. It made the time go quicker as well, because it was like, okay, I've got actually something to strive to get to, even if it's 2 weeks away. Like there's something to look forward to. So I think, and take all the opportunities that you can. Like if someone suggests something, say yes. Just say yes to everything, even if it's not something you would regularly do at home. I know I took Hayley kayaking because I was like, come away.
I'll do it with you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it alone, but I'll do it with you.
Yeah. So there's
That was my motto. Just whatever you ask me, I never say no.
yeah, exactly.
Say yes to everything.
Exactly.
Push myself out of my comfort zone.
So recommend going away by yourself for a weekend too. That was because even though we're in the same city, we still went by ourselves and just do absolutely whatever the hell you want, even if it's sleep in bed all day. It was great.
Do you have anything?
think-
Oh no, go.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, stay true to who you are. Breathe,
Yeah. It's a lot.
and it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Like it is going to be okay. Stay true to who you are, and remember to breathe because your brain's gonna need it.
Yeah.
No oxygen.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of that will.
Be kind to yourself.
Yeah.
Adding on to
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
It's a
Yeah.
full-on experience. Don't
Yeah.
beat yourself up about it.
And it's okay to be
Stuff.
vulnerable. Yeah.
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 Absolutely. Yeah. So that's what I'd say.
I think definitely stay true to yourself, but also, like you're saying, play ball at the same
Yeah.
time. Like if everyone else is eating with their hands, don't be that person. It's like, can I have a knife and fork? Just do it. That's my motto of the trip, just do it.
Yeah. I think just really immerse yourself in that culture, because you're not there for forever.
Yeah.
So I think just take it as you can. Kind of in bad situations, just take the humor out of it. It just makes
Yeah.
life a lot more funnier.
Yeah.
But also, know when to
Yeah.
also just know when to stand up for
Yeah.
yourself. You need to be able to advocate for yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
As I've come to learn.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we all learned that too.
Yeah.
Gosh, Fiji was good. Yeah.
Oh,
I think that's the conclusion of our little mini podcast. We didn't finish the bowl. Shot not finishing the bowl.
Absolutely not.
Banaka. Skull
Banaka. Namaskar.
Namaskar. Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Namaskar and Bula and peace out and
Yeah.
subscribe to my channel.